Home
Natalie from Meyerland has a question about PEX plumbing.
She's updating this classic right here, Tom.
I like it.
Beauty? But I remember our first apartment when we moved to Houston back in 1985 had tile exactly like this in the bathroom.
Boy, it's a 50s and very early 60s era. It can't be past that.
Well, Tracy, my first wife, loved pink. And so she was like, we're never updating this bathroom. Anyway. So, all right, Natalie writes, our house was built in the 60s. Well, duh. Anyways, our tub is cast iron and suspended over dirt. The tiles on the bottom row surrounding the tub are cracking. We're thinking of remodeling the bathroom, and we're wondering about using PEX for shower connections to the old water pipes. Would that be okay?
Yeah, first off, just to answer a question quickly, it's a very simple question. If they're going to gut this bathroom, and I want to talk a little bit about the gutting stuff in a minute, but if they're going to gut this bathroom, then and they're going to do new plumbing, you can add the PEX to it. It's fine. Any good plumber would probably tell you to do that. It's old galvanized pipe from the 60s, so you don't want to really use copper. You can. In the old days they did. They had special connections between the two, so you wouldn't get too much electrolysis, but it still caused problems down the road. So PEX is definitely the way to go. Now, I will tell her this, because she probably doesn't realize it. If you look at that tile, you'll see a rounded cove on there. You have 1.25 inches of nothing but mud float, 3 layers on that wall, and what holds it to the studs is an expanded wire. When they demolish this bathroom, it is huge mess. It is going to be the biggest mess you ever got into. You won't be able to cut the tile out and just replace a layer of tile or anything. This whole thing has got to be gutted all the way down to that hole in the floor where the tub is suspended over it. And it's a shame because that tub is going to get destroyed, but a pink cast iron tub, you can't get a tub like that anymore. So it's a shame you can't save it, but don't try. It's just not going to work.
So the only way to replace the piping is to tear it open, and to tear it open, you're going to make a big old mess.
Well, yeah, if they're going to remodel the bathroom and you're getting cracked tile, the bottom line is this. Jeff Roberts over at Trifection will tell you, you got to tear it all out. You can't try to patch it or anything else. It's just going to all have to be ripped out. Its final days are here.
I wonder, is there anywhere to find pink tile like that, though? I bet you somebody makes it.
Maybe, maybe not. Because those are 4 1/4, and nobody uses those 4 1/4. And I'll tell you why. If you look at the old bathrooms, and Charlie, think back to that bathroom you were talking about. Didn't the floor have those 4 1/4 on it?
In fact, it did.
Yes, and they're very slippery.
Only when you're out of the tub and your feet are wet.
That's right.
And you're naked. That's exactly
They don't like doing that anymore. Back then, people didn't think that you had green, you had pink, you had yellow, you had gray and black. You had all these different color combos, and they would do the floor. They would go up the walls like a chair rail kind of thing, a wainscot. Right. And it was so slippery, people were killing themselves. So that's why they don't push the 4 1/4 slick tiles much anymore, unless it's a historical renovation. And there's not a lot of those anymore. So the manufacturers probably are not making many. You can find white ones and tan ones and some with a little texture, but not like the old days.
All right, fair enough. You got a question? We'll help you find the answer. Go ahead and send it to us. Go to HomeShowRadio.com, click on that Ask Tom button. Fill it out, send it in. We'll put up a video just like this to answer your question. It's what we do. And we do it every day. There's a new one posted at HomeShowRadio.com, our Facebook page, and our YouTube channel. If you're watching on YouTube, would you go ahead and give us a thumbs up if you enjoy what we're doing? We'd appreciate it.